Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Without Limit. I'm Julia, and today I'm going to share something very close to my daily routine. The words that I personally use every single day to boost my English vocabulary. These words are not complicated or difficult, but they are powerful. They are the kind of words that can easily fit into your daily conversations no matter where you are, and they help you sound more natural and more fluent. Now, let me explain why I use these words every day. Vocabulary is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. If you only learn a word once and never use it again, it disappears from your mind. But if you use a word every day, it becomes part of you. It becomes natural, and you don't even have to think about it when you speak. That is why I choose certain words and repeat them in my conversations, in my writing, and even when I'm thinking to myself in English. For example, one word I love using every day is actually. It's such a simple word, but it makes my sentences sound smoother and more real. If someone asks me, "Do you like tea?" I can say, "Yes, I do." But if I say, "Yes, I actually do," it feels warmer and more natural. It shows a little surprise or a little extra feeling. That's why I practice it every day. Let's practice together. Imagine you are with a friend and they ask you, "Do you enjoy learning English?" You can answer, with me, "Yes, I actually enjoy it a lot." Let's try another situation. Someone says, "Do you live in a busy city?" You reply, "Yes, I actually live in a very busy place." Notice how this one small word adds flavor to the answer. Another word I use every day is maybe. It's such a practical word because life is not always certain. Sometimes you don't want to say yes or no. Maybe is the perfect word for that. For example, if a friend asks, "Are you free tomorrow?" and you're not sure yet, you can say, "Maybe, I'll let you know." It keeps the conversation soft and polite. Practice with me. Say, "Maybe I will go for a walk later." Good. Now try another. "Maybe we can meet this weekend." Every time you say maybe, you're practicing how to be natural in English without sounding too strict or too formal. Another word I use daily is because. It's a connecting word, but it's very powerful. It allows you to explain your thoughts, your reasons, and your feelings. If someone asks, "Why are you learning English?" and you only reply, "I want to," that's okay, but it feels unfinished. If you say, "I'm learning English because I want to travel and meet new people," your answer feels full, clear, and confident. Let's practice. I'm practicing English because I want to improve my career. Now another example. I'm reading this book because I enjoy stories in English. Using because forces you to make longer sentences, and this naturally grows your fluency. Another favorite word I use is really. This little word is so useful in daily life. It shows emotion and makes your sentences stronger. "I'm happy" is fine, but "I'm really happy" feels more alive. "The food was good" is okay, but "the food was really good" sounds much more enthusiastic. Practice with me now. "I'm really excited to learn new words today." Good. Another one. "This exercise is really helpful for me." Now let's talk about the word sure. I use it every single day. If someone asks, "Can you help me?" you can simply say, "Sure." It's short, friendly, and natural. It makes you sound confident and easygoing. Practice with me. Someone says, "Can you open the window?" You answer, "Sure, no problem." Another one. "Can you tell me the time?" You reply, "Sure, it's 5 o'clock." Using sure makes your English feel natural in everyday situations. Another word I use constantly is sometimes. This word describes real life. Not everything always happens, and not everything never happens. Sometimes I feel tired after work. Sometimes I study English at night. Practice with me. Sometimes I listen to English music. Sometimes I forget new words. Another essential word I use is probably. It's a polite word and helps you express possibility. Practice now. I'll probably go shopping later. It'll probably rain today. Another word I love is already. This word shows that something happened before now. Practice together. I already learned this word. I already ate lunch. And finally, for this section, I want to share the word really one more time, but in a different way. Sometimes I use it not to show emotion, but to confirm something. If someone says, I started a new job, you can reply, really? That's nice. Another one, I traveled last week. You say, really? Where did you go? This simple word keeps conversations alive and natural. Practice with me. Say, after school, I met my friend. Another one, I'll take a shower after the gym. Simple but powerful. Another word I use is usually. This is one of my favorite daily words because it describes habits. For example, I usually wake up early. I usually drink coffee in the morning. It tells people about your routine. Practice this now. Say, I usually practice English at night. Another one, I usually take the bus to work. This is perfect for describing your normal daily activities. Along with usually, I also use always. For example, I always check my phone in the morning. I always brush my teeth before bed. It shows something that happens 100% of the time. Practice with me. Say, I always try to learn new English words. Another one, I always listen to music when I cook. Now let's balance it with never. This is the opposite of always, and I use it when something does not happen at all. For example, I never smoke. I never drink soda. It's strong but very useful in daily conversations. Practice now. Say, I never forget to practice English. Another one, I never skip breakfast. This helps you practice both grammar and natural rhythm in English. Another favorite daily use word is sometimes. I know we practiced it earlier, but I want to return to it because I use it constantly in different ways. For example, sometimes I cook. Sometimes I eat out. Sometimes I feel lazy. Sometimes I feel active. It gives balance and makes your sentences sound realistic. Let's practice together. Say, sometimes I study in the morning. Sometimes I study at night. Again, sometimes I forget words. Sometimes I remember them easily. This is exactly how real conversations sound. Another phrase I love using is at the same time. For example, I was listening to music and reading at the same time. I was working and drinking coffee at the same time. It shows actions happening together. Practice this. Say, I was watching TV and eating at the same time. Another one, I can laugh and learn at the same time. Using this phrase daily helps you explain multitasking naturally. Now let's talk about right now. This phrase is something I use every day when I want to emphasize the present moment. For example, I'm busy right now. I'm studying English right now. Practice with me. Say, I'm listening right now. Again, I'm learning English right now. Another word I use often is already combined with time. For example, I already finished my homework. I already cleaned my room. Practice now. Say, I already ate dinner. Another one, I already watched that show. Now let's practice with yet. This is another common daily word when asking or answering questions. For example, have you finished yet? I haven't done it yet. Practice with me. Say, I haven't studied yet. Another one, I haven't eaten yet. Now ask, have you started yet? Another phrase I use often is for a while. For example, I've been waiting for a while. I stayed there for a while. Practice this. Say, I studied for a while. Another one, I rested for a while. Finally, let's practice in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. For example, I go jogging in the morning. I read books in the evening. Practice now. Say, I drink coffee in the morning. Another one, I relax in the evening. So in this part, we practiced words and phrases that describe time and order. Then, next, before, after, usually, always, never, sometimes, at the same time, right now, already, yet, for a while, and in the morning, in the evening. These are not just vocabulary items. They are the foundation of everyday English conversations. Now let's look at another group of words I use every day, words that help me express feelings and emotions. One of my favorite words is happy. It's simple, but I use it every single day. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy it's Friday. I'm happy because I learned something new. Practice with me. Say, I'm happy to be here. Another one, I'm happy to learn new English words. Another word I use all the time is excited. This is stronger than happy. For example, I'm excited about my trip. I'm excited to start this new lesson. Practice together. Say, I'm excited to learn English today. Again, I'm excited to practice speaking. Now let's balance this with tired. Practice with me. Say, I'm tired after school. Another one, I feel tired in the evening. Another daily emotion word is bored. For example, I'm bored of this TV show. I feel bored when I have nothing to do. Practice now. Say, I'm bored when I don't study. Another one, I feel bored on Sundays sometimes. Now let's use interested. Practice with me. Say, I'm interested in books. Another one, I'm interested in traveling. Another common daily word is hungry. Practice with me. Say, I'm hungry in the morning. Another one, I feel hungry before dinner. Along with hungry comes thirsty. Practice this. Say, I'm thirsty right now. Another one, I'm thirsty in the afternoon. Another emotional word I use is worried. Practice with me. Say, I'm worried about my homework. Another one, I feel worried when I forget words. Now let's practice relaxed. Say, I feel relaxed after practicing English. Another one, I'm relaxed in the evening. Another word I use every day is busy. Practice now. Say, I'm busy today. Another one, I'm busy with my studies. Another word is free, talking about time. Practice with me. I'm free after lunch. Another one, I'm free this weekend. Now let's use good. Practice together. Say, I feel good about learning English. Another one, that's good news. Now let's use bad. Practice now. I feel bad when I don't practice. Another one, the weather is bad today. Let's combine words to make emotions stronger. Really happy, very tired, a little bored, so excited. Practice with me. I'm really happy to be here. I'm very tired after work. I'm a little bored this afternoon. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Another useful phrase is not really. Practice this. Are you hungry? Not really. Do you want to study now? Not really. Now let's practice okay. Practice with me. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, I understand. Finally, let's practice fine. Practice now. I'm fine, thank you. That's fine. It's fine, don't worry. In this part, we practiced words for feelings and emotions. Happy, excited, tired, bored, interested, hungry, thirsty, worried, relaxed, busy, free, good, bad, not really, okay, and fine. These are the true building blocks of daily conversation. Now let's move to words that describe quantity and frequency. One of the first words is a lot. Practice with me. I study English a lot. I read a lot of books. Another everyday word is many. Practice now. I know many English words. I have many questions. Next is much. Practice with me. I don't have much homework today. I don't need much help. Another daily phrase is a few. Practice together. I have a few minutes. I made a few mistakes. Along with a few, I also use a little. Practice now. I need a little water. I have a little time to study. Another important word is enough. Practice with me. I have enough time. I don't eat enough fruit. Now let's practice too much and too many. Practice now. I spend too much time on my phone. I bought too many clothes. Another very common word is some. Practice with me. I want some coffee. I need some help. The opposite is any. Practice now. Do you have any time? I don't need any help. Now let's return to always. Practice now. Say, I always practice English. Another one, I always drink water after running. The opposite is never, and I use it daily. I never smoke. I never drink coffee at night. It's powerful and simple. Say it with me. I never forget to practice. Another one, I never skip breakfast. Another frequency word I use is sometimes. We practiced it before, but I repeat it every day in different ways. Sometimes I feel tired. Sometimes I go to the park. Practice this with me. Sometimes I read books at night. Another one, sometimes I listen to English music. Another very common word is often. For example, I often go shopping. Or, I often talk to my friends. It's softer than always, but stronger than sometimes. Practice with me. I often study English after dinner. Another one, I often walk in the park. The opposite is rarely. I use this when something almost never happens. For example, I rarely eat fast food. Or, I rarely watch TV. Practice together. I rarely go out late. Another one, I rarely forget my homework. And one more is usually. We saw this before too, but I use it every single day. I usually wake up early. I usually drink coffee. Say it with me. I usually practice English in the evening. Another one, I usually call my family on weekends. Now let's combine these words into longer sentences. I usually study in the morning, but sometimes I study at night. I drink a lot of water, but I rarely drink soda. I have a few friends and I talk to them often. Repeat after me slowly. I don't have much time, but I have enough energy. Another one. I bought too many clothes and I spent too much money. Combining these words gives your English a natural flow. So in this section, we practice words about quantity and frequency. a lot, many, much, a few, a little, enough, too much, too many, some, any, always, never, sometimes, often, rarely, and usually. These are simple but powerful words that I use every day, and you can too. Now, let's focus on another set of words that I use every single day. These are words that help me connect my thoughts, give explanations, and make my English flow naturally. One word I cannot live without is because. We touched on it earlier, but it deserves more practice. For example, I'm studying English because I want to travel. I'm learning new words because they help me sound natural. Practice with me. I'm practicing English because I want to speak fluently. Another one. I'm listening carefully because I want to understand. This word makes your sentences longer and fuller. Another common connector I use is so. This word shows result. For example, I was tired, so I went to bed early. It was raining, so I stayed at home. Practice with me. I was hungry, so I made a sandwich. Another one. I want to improve, so I practice every day. Another word I use daily is but. Life is full of contrasts. For example, I wanted to go out, but it was raining. I'm tired, but I still need to finish my work. Practice now. I studied hard, but I still made mistakes. Another one. I was nervous, but I spoke anyway. Another word I often use is and. It may seem basic, but it's very powerful. For example, I bought apples and oranges. I studied grammar and practiced speaking. Practice together. I read and listened at the same time. Another one. I studied and improved quickly. Now let's practice if. This word helps you talk about possibilities. If it rains, I'll stay home. If I practice, I will improve. Practice with me. If I study every day, I'll get better. Another one. If I forget, please remind me. Another word I use daily is when. This word helps talk about time and conditions. For example, I smile when I'm happy. I study when I have free time. Practice with me. I drink tea when I'm tired. Another one. I feel relaxed when I listen to music. Another phrase I use constantly is even though. It shows contrast and determination. For example, even though I was tired, I finished my homework. Even though it was raining, I went outside. Practice now. Even though I was nervous, I spoke English. Another one. Even though I didn't know all the words, I tried. Another useful connector is so that. It shows purpose. For example, I study every day so that I can improve. I wrote it down so that I wouldn't forget. Practice with me. I speak slowly so that others can understand. Another one. I listen carefully so that I don't miss anything. Now let's practice although. It's very similar to even though. Although it was late, I kept studying. Although I was busy, I made time to read. Practice with me. Although I was tired, I smiled. Another one. Although I didn't know everything, I tried. Another connector I use every day is while. It describes actions happening at the same time. For example, I listened to music while cooking. I studied while drinking coffee. Practice together. I walked while talking on the phone. Another one. I smiled while thinking of my friends. Another phrase I use constantly is as soon as. For example, I'll call you as soon as I arrive. I'll study as soon as I finish. Practice now. I'll start as soon as I wake up. Another one, I'll reply as soon as I can. Now let's look at in case. This phrase is very useful for preparation. For example, take an umbrella in case it rains. Write it down in case you forget. Practice with me. Bring water in case you feel thirsty. Another one, take notes in case the teacher speaks fast. Another phrase I use often is as if. For example, he looked at me as if I was crazy. She spoke as if she knew everything. Practice with me. He smiled as if he won the game. Another one. She walked as if she was tired. Finally, let's practice so far. I use this phrase when talking about progress. For example, so far I've learned 10 new words. So far, everything is good. Practice with me. So far, I've studied every day. Another one. So far, this lesson is helpful. In this section, we practiced connectors and sentence-building words. Because, so, but, and, if, when, even though, so that, although, while, as soon as, in case, as if, and so far. These are the true glue of English. They hold conversations together and make your speech flow naturally. Another everyday phrase I use is, you're right. For example, you're right, I need to practice more. Or, you're right, it's important to listen carefully. Say it with me. You're right, this is useful. Another one. You're right, I should try again. It's polite and positive. Now let's practice I agree. This is simple but powerful. For example, I agree with you about learning daily. Or, I agree this is helpful. Practice now. I agree practice is important. Another one. I agree with your idea. You'll hear this word in almost every conversation. Sometimes I need to disagree politely, so I use I don't agree or I disagree. For example, I don't agree with that plan. Or, I disagree because I think there's another way. Practice together. I don't agree, maybe we should try later. Another one. I disagree, I think this is better. It's important to know how to disagree politely. Another soft phrase I use is, I don't know. It's very common and natural. For example, I don't know the answer. I don't know what time it is. Practice with me. I don't know how to say it. Another one. I don't know if I can go. It's honest and very useful. Finally, let's practice let me think. I use this every day when I need time to answer. For example, what's your favorite movie? Let me think. When is your birthday? Let me think. In July. Say it now. Let me think. Maybe tomorrow? Another one. Let me think. I'm not sure. This phrase gives you time and makes you sound natural. So in this section, we practiced everyday opinion and agreement words. I think, I don't think so, I guess, probably, I'm not sure, maybe, sure, of course, exactly, that's right, really, you're right, I agree, I don't agree, I disagree, I don't know, and let me think. These words make conversations feel alive, natural, and connected. Now let's move on to another group of words I use every single day. Words that help me describe places, directions, and positions. In daily life, we always need to explain where things are, where we're going, and how to find something. One of the first words I use is here. It's very basic, but I use it many times every day. For example, I'm here. Come here. Here is your book. Practice with me. I'm here to learn English. Another one. Here is my phone. Another important word is there. This is the opposite of here. For example, the keys are there. I'll meet you there. Practice with me. The store is there. Another one. I'll be there at 5. Now let's practice over there. This phrase makes explanations clearer. For example, the restaurant is over there. The bag is over there on the chair. Practice now. My shoes are over there. Another one. The park is over there near the school. Another word I use daily is everywhere. For example, I looked everywhere for my phone. There are flowers everywhere. Practice with me. English is everywhere. Another one. I see people everywhere in the city. Now let's use somewhere. I use this when I don't know the exact place. For example, I left my bag somewhere. He lives somewhere near here. Practice with me. I put my notebook somewhere in the room. Another one. I want to go somewhere nice. Another useful daily word is anywhere. For example, I can't find my pen anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere today. Practice now. I can't see it anywhere. Another one, you can sit anywhere. Now let's practice up and down. For example, I walked up the stairs. She ran down the hill. Practice with me. I looked up at the sky. Another one, I walked down the street. Another pair of daily words are in and out. For example, I'm in the room. I'm going out. Practice with me. I'm in the house. Another one, I'm going out with friends. Now let's use inside and outside. For example, it's warm inside. It's cold outside. Practice now. I'm inside the classroom. Another one, I'm waiting outside the store. Another very useful word is near. For example, the bank is near my house. The park is near the school. Practice with me. The shop is near the station. Another one, my friend lives near me. Now let's use far. For example, the airport is far from here. The walk is too far. Practice now. My school is far away. Another one, the store is not far from here. Another word I use daily is next to. For example, the library is next to the park. My phone is next to my computer. Practice with me. The school is next to the hospital. Another one, my bag is next to the chair. Another common phrase is in front of. For example, the car is in front of the house. She is standing in front of me. Practice with me. The store is in front of the bank. Another one, I was sitting in front of the TV. Now let's use behind. For example, the garden is behind the house. He is standing behind me. Practice now. The bus stop is behind the school. Another one, the cat is behind the chair. Another important word is between. For example, the park is between the school and the library. I'm sitting between my friends. Practice with me. The bank is between the store and the cafe. Another one, the ball is between the shoes. Now let's look at on and under. For example, the book is on the table. The shoes are under the bed. Practice with me. The keys are on the chair. Another one. The cat is under the table. Finally, let's practice at. It's a small word, but very powerful. For example, I'm at school. I'm at the bus stop. Practice now. I'm at home. Another one, I'm at work. In this section, we practiced place and direction words. Here, there, over there, everywhere, somewhere, anywhere, up, down, in, out, inside, outside, near, far, next to, in front of, behind, between, on, under, and at. These are simple but essential words I use every single day to talk about location and movement. Now let's move on to another group of words I use every day, words that help describe actions and daily routines. One of the most common words I use is go. For example, I go to work. I go to school. I go shopping. Practice with me. I go to the park in the morning. Another one, I go to bed at night. Another everyday word is come. For example, come here. My friend comes to visit. I come home at 6. Practice with me. I come to class every day. Another one, please come with me. Another daily action word is make. For example, I make breakfast. I make mistakes. I make plans for the weekend. Practice now. I make coffee every morning. Another one, I make time to study English. Along with make, I also use do. For example, I do my homework. I do the dishes. I do exercises. Practice with me. I do my work every day. Another one, I do my best when I learn. Another important word is get. For example, I get up early. I get ready for school. I get a message from my friend. Practice with me. I get dressed in the morning. Another one, I get tired at night. Now let's practice take. For example, I take a shower. I take a bus to work. I take notes in class. Practice now. I take my phone with me. Another one. I take a break when I'm tired. Another daily verb is have. For example, I have breakfast. I have 2 brothers. I have a meeting. Practice with me. I have a friend in London. Another one. I have a lot of work today. Now let's use eat. For example, I eat breakfast. I eat dinner with my family. Practice now. I eat rice every day. Another one, I eat fruits in the morning. Along with eat, I use drink. For example, I drink water. I drink coffee. I drink tea in the evening. Practice with me. I drink juice in the morning. Another one, I drink coffee every day. Another word I use daily is sleep. For example, I sleep at night. I sleep for 8 hours. Practice now. I sleep early on weekdays. Another one, I sleep late on weekends. Now let's practice wake up. For example, I wake up at 7. I wake up late on Sunday. Practice with me. I wake up early every day. Another one, I wake up when the sun rises. Another daily word is work. For example, I work from Monday to Friday. I work hard to improve my skills. Practice now. I work on my English every day. Another one, I work at a company. Now let's use study. For example, I study English. I study history. I study in the library. Practice with me. I study every night. Another one, I study with my friends. Another important word is learn. For example, I learn new words. I learn from my mistakes. Practice now. I learn something new every day. Another one, I learn by listening carefully. Now let's try watch. For example, I watch TV. I watch a movie. I watch the news. Practice with me. I watch English videos. Another one, I watch birds in the park. Along with watch, I use listen. For example, I listen to music. I listen to my teacher. I listen to podcasts. Practice now. I listen to English every day. Another one, I listen to my friends carefully. Another daily verb is talk. For example, I talk to my friend. I talk on the phone. Practice with me. I talk in English with my classmates. Another one, I talk to my parents in the evening. Now let's practice speak. For example, I speak English. I speak with my teacher. I speak in class. Practice now. I speak slowly when I learn. Another one, I speak with confidence. Another very common word is say. For example, I say hello. I say thank you. I say good night. Practice with me. I say good morning to my family. Another one, I say thank you to my teacher. And let's not forget ask. For example, I ask a question. I ask for help. Practice now. I ask questions in English. Another one, I ask my friend about homework. So in this section, we practiced action and routine words. Go, come, make, do, get, take, have, eat, drink, sleep, wake up, work, study, learn, watch, listen, talk, speak, say, and ask. These are everyday words you'll use hundreds of times to describe your life and activities. Now let's move to another group of words I use every day. Words that help describe people, objects, and qualities. One of the most common words I use is big. For example, I saw a big dog. It's a big problem. Practice with me. I have a big dream. Another one, this is a big city. The opposite is small. For example, I live in a small apartment. That's a small mistake. Practice now. I bought a small bag. Another one, it's a small world. Another pair of words I use often are long and short. For example, it's a long day. He has long hair. It's a short story. Practice with me. I had a long walk today. Another one, it was a short break. Now let's return to good. For example, this food is good. That idea is good. I had a good day. Practice with me. This lesson is good. Another one, I feel good today. The opposite is bad. For example, the weather is bad. That's a bad idea. I had a bad day. Practice now. This movie is bad. Another one, I feel bad when I don't practice. Another word I love using is nice. It's a positive word that fits into many situations. For example, she is a nice person. That's a nice dress. It's a nice day. Say with me, it's nice to meet you. Another one, this is a nice place. You'll hear this word often in real life. Now let's use great. This word makes your English sound more enthusiastic. That's a great idea. We had a great time. It's a great opportunity. Say with me, this is a great lesson. Another, you did a great job. This word is full of positive energy. Another useful word is interesting. I use it every day when something catches my attention. For example, this book is interesting. That show was interesting. It's an interesting story. Practice now. This lesson is interesting. Another, he told me an interesting fact. This word helps you express curiosity. On the other hand, I use boring when something is not exciting. For example, this movie is boring. That class was boring. The game is boring. Say with me, the lesson was boring. Another, I feel bored because the show is boring. It's a very common daily word. Another pair of words I use are easy and difficult. For example, this exercise is easy. It's easy to use. The test was difficult. It's difficult to understand. Practice with me. Speaking English is easy when I practice. Another, sometimes grammar is difficult. These words help you describe your learning experience. Another useful pair is fast and slow. For example, the car is fast. She speaks fast. The turtle is slow. The internet is slow. Say, I walk fast. Another, I speak slowly when I practice. These are simple but important daily use words. Now let's practice hot and cold. These words appear every day, especially when talking about food, drinks, or weather. The soup is hot. It's hot outside. The water is cold. It's cold today. Say with me, I drink hot tea. Another, I like cold juice. These are some of the most practical words in daily life. Another common word is beautiful. I use this word every day when describing people, places, or things. For example, she is beautiful. The park is beautiful. That was a beautiful moment. Practice now. The flowers are beautiful. Another, it's a beautiful day. This word adds positivity to your speech. The opposite is ugly. It's less positive, but it's common in conversations. For example, that painting is ugly. The weather is ugly today. Say this, the building is ugly. Another, that shirt looks ugly. Another word I use constantly is new. For example, I bought a new phone. She has a new job. It's a new idea. Say, I'm learning new words. Another, this is a new place for me. The opposite is old. For example, that's an old book. He is an old man. I have an old phone. Practice. This car is old. Another, I wear old clothes at home. Another word I use often is young. For example, she is young. They are young students. Say with me, he looks young. Another, she is young and smart. The opposite, when talking about age, is old. For example, he is an old man. My grandmother is old. Practice together. My teacher is old. Another, that man is old. Another important word is tall. For example, he is tall. That building is tall. Say, my brother is tall. Another, the tower is tall. The opposite is short. For example, she is short. The road is short. Practice with me. The boy is short. Another, it was a short walk. Now let's use strong and weak. For example, he is strong. This coffee is strong. I feel weak. The signal is weak. Say with me, I want to be strong. Another, my internet is weak. Finally, let's practice clean and dirty. For example, the room is clean. My clothes are clean. The floor is dirty. The shoes are dirty. Say this: I keep my desk clean. Another: my shoes are dirty after walking outside. So in this section, we practice descriptive words: big, small, long, short, good, bad, nice, great, interesting, boring, easy, difficult, fast, slow, hot, cold, beautiful, ugly, new, old, young, tall, short, strong, weak, clean, and dirty. These are words I use every single day because they allow me to describe the world around me clearly. Now let's move to another set of words I use every single day. Words that help me describe time, schedules, and daily activities. One of the most useful words is today. For example, I have a meeting today. Today is a good day. I learned many things today. Practice with me. Today I'm learning English. Another: I feel happy today. Another important word is yesterday. For example, I went shopping yesterday. Yesterday was a long day. I studied English yesterday. Say with me: I called my friend yesterday. Another: yesterday I felt tired. The opposite is tomorrow. For example, I'll meet you tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. I'll start tomorrow. Practice now. I will practice more tomorrow. Another: tomorrow I will wake up early. Now let's practice morning. For example, I wake up in the morning. I drink coffee every morning. Say, I study English in the morning. Another: I go jogging in the morning. Along with morning, I use afternoon. For example, I take a walk in the afternoon. The meeting is in the afternoon. Say, I usually rest in the afternoon. Another: I study in the afternoon sometimes. Next is evening. For example, I read books in the evening. We have dinner in the evening. Say with me: I practice English in the evening. Another: I watch TV in the evening. Another very common word is night. For example, good night. I sleep at night. The city looks beautiful at night. Say, I study at night sometimes. Another: I relax at night. Now let's use always. For example, I always brush my teeth at night. I always check my phone in the morning. Say, I always wake up early. Another: I always study English at night. Another important word is never. For example, I never skip breakfast. I never sleep late on weekends. Say, I never forget to practice. Another: I never feel bored when I learn. Now let's add early. For example, I wake up early. I arrive early to class. Say, I started early today. Another: I like waking up early. The opposite is late. For example, I was late to work. She arrived late. Practice now. I went to bed late. Another: I was late for class. Another: I was late for class. Another daily phrase is on time. For example, I arrived on time. The meeting started on time. Say, I tried to be on time. Another: he was on time today. Now let's use soon. For example, see you soon. Dinner will be ready soon. I'll call you soon. Say, I'll start soon. Another, we will meet soon. Another common word is later. For example, I'll call you later. I'll finish my work later. Say, I'll do it later. Another, we'll see later. Now let's practice now. For example, I'm busy now. I'm studying now. Say, I'm learning English now. Another, I can talk now. Another important phrase is right now. For example, I'm working right now. I can't talk right now. Say, I'm listening right now. Another, I'm practicing right now. Now let's use soon after. For example, soon after lunch, I went to the park. I started working soon after arriving. Say, I'll start soon after I finish this. Another, he left soon after the meeting. Now let's use once. For example, I went there once. Once I finish, I'll call you. Say, I watched this movie once. Another, once I start, I don't stop. Another common word is again. For example, I'll try again. Please say it again. Say, I'll practice again tomorrow. Another, can you explain again? Now let's practice often. For example, I often read books. I often go for a walk. Say, I often listen to English podcasts. Another, I often meet my friends in the evening. Finally, let's look at sometimes. For example, sometimes I feel tired. Sometimes I take a nap. Say, sometimes I practice in the morning. Another, sometimes I listen to music at night. So in this section, we practice time-related words. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, morning, afternoon, evening, night, always, never, early, late, on time, soon, later, now, right now, soon after, once, again, often, and sometimes. These are words I use every single day to describe my routines, habits, and plans. We've now gone through so many words together. Words for feelings, time, actions, places, descriptions, opinions, and flow. The secret to boosting your vocabulary is not chasing difficult words. Real growth comes from using simple, everyday words again and again until they feel automatic. These small daily words are the bricks of your English. The more you repeat them, the stronger your English becomes. Let's finish with a little practice. Say with me slowly. I'm learning new words every day, and I'm getting better. Again, I'm building my vocabulary and I feel more confident. One more time. I use these words every day and they help me sound natural. I'm so proud of you for staying with me through this whole lesson. This is English Without Limit, and I'm Julia. thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.